As many are already aware, Darren Ritter, played by Daniel Kinney, is departing Chicago Fire before the premiere of Season 14, and his departure has perpetuated a depressing pattern that must cease. Over the years, numerous cast members have left the NBC procedural program. While some actors and actresses have been ejected for artistic reasons, others have gone because they wish to pursue other projects. Regretfully, Kinney's departure can be linked to network budget cuts, as is the case with Jake Lockett, who plays Sam Carver and is also leaving Chicago Fire. In the past couple of seasons of Chicago Fire, the cast members have taken turns sitting out of episodes in an effort made by NBC to reduce costs. However, that apparently wasn't enough for the network, and now, Kinney and Lockett are paying the price. Based on the events of the Chicago Fire Season 13 finale, it's evident that the producers weren't planning on writing out either Ritter or Carver. Nevertheless, they are leaving, and Kinney's exit continues an unsettling pattern within the One Chicago series. Ritter's Chicago Fire exit is inevitable despite Chicago Fire Season 13 finale's lack of setup. Season 13's last episode barely featured Ritter. Based on everything we know behind the scenes, Ritter's departure from the NBC procedural drama is unavoidable, even if the Season 13 finale didn't address his exit at all. He is leaving Firehouse 51 ahead of the Chicago Fire Season 14 premiere. The network won't suddenly reverse its decision, despite fan uproar, because it originates from a problem that NBC seemingly can't fix without getting rid of cast members. So just like that, Ritter is gone. Ritter was hardly in the Chicago Fire Season 13 finale, making many confused as to how and why he would leave the show. He had just moved in with Lizzie Novak and is now a single man. The world is his oyster, and yet NBC is snatching that away from Ritter and all the fans who love him and want to see him succeed. Viewers will likely learn more about Ritter's departure when Season 14 is released. However, since Kinney is already gone, he won't be around to give his character's story a satisfying ending. The premiere will probably just explain Ritter's absence in an offhand comment, which is disappointing and disrespectful. Chicago Fire's last two character exits are both black characters. The show's current lack of diversity is concerning. Before it was announced that Ritter and Carver were leaving Chicago Fire after Season 13, Chief Wallace Bowden and Derek Gibson, two black men, were the last two characters to exit the series. Now, with Ritter's departure, 3 black characters have left Chicago Fire in the past 2 seasons. So unless NBC announces any cast additions before Season 14 premieres, there are 0 black male actors in the main cast. Heck, there aren't any in the recurring cast either. Going forward, the cast of Chicago Fire isn't looking as diverse as it once was, which is quite disconcerting given the fact that it takes place in a very diverse city. It certainly doesn't help that 3 black men make up some of the most recent exits. Ritter's departure ultimately continues a trend that needs to stop, but given Chicago Fire's history, it's unlikely that the show will change its ways. Chicago Fire has never really given Ritter his due. Chicago Fire consistently overlooked Daniel Kinney's character. Despite being a main character for 5 seasons and a recurring character for 2 seasons before that, Chicago Fire consistently overlooked and underutilized Ritter for the duration of his time on the series. He has always felt like a side character, only getting a couple of semi-important storylines here and there. Consequently, the One Chicago universe underappreciating Ritter hasn't gone unnoticed. It's a shame because, from what we saw of Ritter, he was undoubtedly one of Chicago Fire's best characters, and it's too late to give him his due. Now that he was one of the first options to boot from Firehouse 51 when budget cuts had to be made, it's clear that NBC has never recognized Ritter's value. It's a shame because, from what we saw of Ritter, he was undoubtedly one of Chicago Fire's best characters, and it's too late to give him his due. Enjoy Screen Rant's primetime coverage? Click below to sign up for our weekly network TV newsletter. Make sure to check Network TV in your preferences and get the inside scoop from actors and showrunners on your favorite series. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my Fast Gossip 24 to our channel and stay with us.